Welcome to Satisfactory. My name is Nilaus. This is the second day streaming recap of our new Let's Play series. So this is where we basically left off last time. We have a nice strange base here. This is built all in tune with the environment, no cutting down trees, and every single of our regulars who joined the stream was did say, who are you and what have you done with Nilaus, because where is the path? So after a while of contemplation, I think one of the key things that really drove me crazy was the fact that things just have a tendency just to clip ever so slightly when you don't have like this. It's almost impossible to prevent like some kind of clipping here and there, and that was really driving me crazy. So what I did was you bite the bullet and just get on with it. So we made an adjustment, basically saying instead of everything being built in level, then I will build my factories on platforms. I will be having the environment between platforms being pristine, and that means trains, not yet, trucks will be going on level between locations. So the first thing we wanted to do was actually rebuild the whole thing. Actually, that was not the first thing. The first thing, you can see that we have, all right, I'm gonna go this way. We have Blade Runners and we have a truck stop here. We are gonna come back to this one, but first we're gonna take a look at our power production, because that is all the way out here. You could argue that, well, some might say, well, why do you not truck in the power to this location? Well, if I did, then I would have too many things located in one location, and I don't want that. I actually want the power to be out here. It also gives us an opportunity to run around in this beautiful scenery. It's pretty easy to get there, honestly, and especially with Blade Runners, it is a nice stroll through the forest. So one of the, basically the key point here is the fact that I'm really happy with the decision we made, because I can now make nice bases that look great but still retain the look and feel of the nice environment, which is really important for me as well, because I got a bit tired of looking at the gray concrete slabs, and I think everyone did. But on the other hand, if we built something that's just going to be a complete mess, impossible to scale, and doesn't look good, then that's also not satisfactory. There we go. Here we have it. Our little tiny power plant. 200 megawatts, which obviously isn't enough at this point, but it was way more than I needed at the time of creation. We are keeping below 200 as it is, but not a lot below 200. Really would like to get a few more of those in. Maybe I'll just throw in one more while we're here, if I can. And hold on, no, I shouldn't be building. This is a recap, this is not an episode. Silly me. So we have 200 megawatts, but at the time we only had the Mark 1 belts, so we could only, I think, what can we power with a Mark 1 belt? I think we can power about 6 of those. Not enough space for that. I don't think that's necessary. Oop, there you go. And did I just take a wrong path? Yes, I did. Ha! That's why I could start picking up stuff. Yeah, let's follow the path here, otherwise the bad stuff happens. Okay, we're gonna head back to our base and let's take a look at what we built for the tractors. So the objective was coal and tractors to set up, and we've managed to reach both of those goals. So that's pretty good, but we not only that, because this didn't really take that long. It was mainly about just getting lost in the world, which is just absolutely insanely fun to get lost in this world. Even though I played it before, the fact that it's not covered in concrete makes it actually look a bit new. And going back, these are harmless as long as we keep running. There's also like an interesting things up there which we will get to at some point. That one's not picked up yet. We'll take it. And we are heading back to our location. I love this place. What I'm also going to do is try to take advantage of these natural paths, like this one we're running on here. Like that one down there is a natural path as well. I want to take advantage of those for trains and for trucks, because that should make everything a lot simpler. All right, come on, let's be lucky. Let's be lucky. No, we're not lucky. Never lucky. Oh, we are so lucky. Oh, wow. There we go. Here's the truck. Can I hit it? Okay, there's... Boom. So, this truck here, open workbench, it's getting a few. It's not getting as much as I'd like it to get. And we have a truck derping around. We are going to hitch a ride of this and see where it goes. So this is transporting iron ore. It should be transporting 120 per second. I hope it's not too loud with the truck in the background here. So it's transporting 120 per second because that's all the belt speed I can put into a single truck stop. And since it got in here and it took everything there was, then it must be consistently bringing on average 120. So we're getting up to this location. And as you can see, now there's some beautiful things in the scenery. That is more akin to what we like. We have a little bridge up here, still staying true to the concept of being in line. We're still driving. We managed to find somewhere where we could sort of build a path. And now we're coming into a nice factory here. And you can see there's activity in the factory, and we are going in to this location. And we're going to have a look at the workbench. It's being emptied. I'll grab this one. And let's go into the factory and see what we have in here. So, we're bringing stuff in here. Let's see. Oh, really? Really? That's Mark II, and that's Mark II. That's Mark II. Oh, really? How is that actually fully supported? Is that also Mark II? Yeah, Mark II. Okay. So here we have a factory. It is completely enclosed. I've never really built completely enclosed because I've always been thinking like, oh, you know what? If it's completely enclosed, I won't get any light during the night. But I might look at this. This is actually more consistently well lit than most of our previous towers were. Now we are on the inside, but if we look at it from the outside, it looks... This is where we are supposed to go. We drive our truck, explorer, whatever we want. So we can come in here, we can go into the factory, or we can go into this location and say, oh, here we go. We have... I can take exactly this, so we get a full stack. Moving to the next. Reinforced iron plates. Not a lot, but some. If we should feel so inclined, he can also kick up screws. Or rods. Or plates. That's actually a surprisingly low amount of plates. I know plates are a bit horrible, but... yeah, okay. It's also a matter of where they are on the belt, because this actually should be getting 240. And these are iron wires. They look like copper wires, but they are actually iron wires. And iron cables. So the only thing we're bringing into this location is iron, and you can see that at the end here it's working pretty slowly, but I don't really... Oops, that doesn't look good. There we go. That was the reason why the iron ore was working, or iron plates was working a bit slower than it should. So you can see here that obviously, even though it's coming out or coming in here at a speed Mark II, oh, I have to get used to how slow these belts are. It just splits to 60 this way and 60 the other way, and only when I have steel belts and Mark III belts will I actually be able to saturate it at this location. But it doesn't really matter that much, because this is a location where we pick up stuff this is a hub where we pick up stuff we need for crafting. So we'll come here, pick up stuff, and head out. And that's basically all there is to it. This is what we've done. I think it's pretty good work for our stream. Basically getting power, getting a truck set up, getting it actually to work consistently. That's pretty impressive. And also building this nice location. And also figuring out how to do it, because a lot of sort of ins and outs of how to build it in terrain and all that. So there you go. It's this is the new setup. I will have these bases that look nice and crisp and foundation locked, but all the way around it will be as much greenery as I can. So I don't want to cut any trees down that I don't have to in order to make room for my factories. And then I'll be working on next factory. So in the next episode, I think I'll be working towards steel, so we can get some steel pipes, steel beams, and encased industrial beams. Those are probably the targets, but how I want to do it? Oh, I also need to build a proper power plant. Now that we can support 12, then we can get at least 600 megawatts, which should keep us in the clear for quite a while. Maybe also clean up the orbit. There's tons of stuff to do. And I'll be back with the next stream. I'll be streaming this 3 times a week from now on. That's going to put out the 12 hours of Satisfactory content. Satisfactory content. I hope it is. a week. So do check out the streams, and thank you everyone who has been supporting, both on Patreon and on Twitch, both subscription wise and one time. Very much appreciated, and it is what keeps the whole thing going. So thank you very much for that. And until next time, stay effective.